Welcome to Cooking with a Hint of Science. I'm Dr. Tina. Have you ever heard the expression, when you're making pasta, the water should be as salty as the ocean? Is that true? What does that even mean? Let me tell you. The ocean is about 3.5% salt to water ratio. What would that look like if it was in your pasta water? Well, I'll show you. So if you just use plain salt, that's about 2 tablespoons to every liter of water. And you know, when you cook pasta, it's going to be about 4 liters. So you can imagine how much salt that would be if it was really as salty as the ocean. Kosher salt contains far less sodium in it, almost by half. So that would be 4 tablespoons per liter of water. So I think we should say, it's a cute saying. I love it. Pasta water should not be as salty as the ocean, but you do want salt in there because that's what makes the pasta taste good. So, to our 4 liters of water, 4 to 6 liters, something around there to cook a box of pasta, how much salt should you add? It's going to be just about less than a tablespoon. And of course, this is to taste because really the whole reason behind adding salt to your pasta water is so it tastes good, right? Now, if you're a science buff, you're probably thinking right now, but Tina, it does raise the boiling point of the water. Yeah, it does. You're right. Water will boil at about 212 degrees Fahrenheit normally. Now that I've added the salt, it's going to boil at about 216 degrees, so 2 degrees higher. What's an extra minute when it takes your water to boil? Tonight, we are going to make the most delicious dish. I can't wait. You're going to love it. I make this all the time when I have company coming over. It's called chicken piccata. It's quick, it's fast, and it's perfect for making it right after work. In making chicken piccata, I've got 2 chicken breasts that I've cut in half. So really, there's going to be a total of 4 servings with this. So first, we always want to season our chicken with a generous amount of salt and pepper. In my pan, I've got melted 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to cook 2 of these half chicken breasts at a time. First, we're going to dip them in egg. Get it all wet and gooey, that way our breadcrumbs stick. Now these aren't just any breadcrumbs I've got in here. Today I'm using panko and they're seasoned with an Italian seasoning. It's going to be a little crisper, they're bigger flakes than typical breadcrumbs. Give it a nice crunch. Alright, put it in my buttered pan. That's going to cook for about 4 minutes on each side. So let's get that other one in there real quick. Get it all egged up. There we go. Add our crunch. Getting it crunchy. Getting it crunchy. Alright, in the pan they go. Alright, I'm just going to let them sit there. We're going to get all crispy just by sitting there underneath. 4 minutes, I'm going to flip them, get the other side all crisp, and then we're going to do the other 2 sides, other 2 breasts. The chicken has been turned on both sides now. It's just perfect. Come check out this crispiness. Perfectly done. Both sides. So what we're going to do, you can see my water boiling there. We're going to add our noodles. This is that same salted water we did a little bit earlier. So I'm adding a whole box of these angel hair pasta. It's a pound of pasta. You know what I love about angel hair is it cooks so fast because it's such a thin spaghetti. It'll be done about 4 to 6 minutes. So I like to say an average of 5 minutes. Alexa, timer 5 minutes. We're just going to get it all spun in the water.
Starting now.
Just keep spinning it until that goes into the water. Perfect, perfect. There we go. Done. Now we'll stir it a few times just so those noodles don't stick together. You may have heard that you can add olive oil to the water and that'll help the noodles not stick. But what actually happens is most of it just floats to the top and it doesn't cover the noodles. So why waste your money on olive oil if you don't have to and it doesn't do you any good? All right, we're gonna let those cook. Let's pull these off and we're gonna make our sauce. So to make the sauce for chicken piccata, so easy. We've got our little browned bits in the bottom of the pan here. I'm gonna add a cup of chicken broth, or you could use a cup of white wine. I've juiced about a whole lemon. That's about a quarter of a cup of lemon. And then the secret ingredient, I think. These are capers, about a quarter of a cup. Now, when I was a little kid, I used to think that capers were like some kind of sea creature, but they're not. What they actually are is the pickled bud of the caper plant. So it's really like a flower bud. And they add this saltiness, so much texture to the chicken piccata. It's gonna be so good. So I'm just gonna let this sauce come to a boil. And then we'll turn it down and just let it simmer for just a few minutes till it thickens. Get this pasta stirred up so it doesn't stick together. And just like that, 30 minutes or less, you've got dinner for your entire family. You've stretched out 2 whole chicken breasts to feed 4 people, and they're gonna think you're amazing. It's been 5 minutes and our noodles are just finished. Let's take them out here, drain them real quick. Always a smart idea to save a little bit of that pasta water. That way if you don't use all your noodles, you don't have to use so much olive oil to stir in there so they don't stick together. Got our noodles. Check out this sauce. So here we are, just simmering away. You can see it's thickened a little bit. Nice, buttery, creamy looking sauce. Perfect. We'll turn off that heat and we're gonna assemble this dish. So easy to make. Let's put it all together. We've got our angel hair pasta. Now you can add a little bit of olive oil at this stage so it doesn't stick together so much, or that pasta water that we saved. But let's just get it on the plate real quick here. Perfect, perfect. Nice little circle of pasta. One beautifully crisp chicken with that panko breadcrumb with the Italian seasoning. This is our sauce. Remember, it was made with that butter from the chicken, those chicken brown bits. Chicken stock, capers. Oh my gosh, that is gonna be so good. The lemon juice really is gonna bring out the freshness of this dish. Oh, I love it. And then if you've got company coming over, just finish it off. This is so easy. Look how beautiful this is. One fresh lemon, it really pulls that flavor from the sauce. Kind of gives you an idea of what you're getting in that whole dish. Then slice some parsley, just a little for the topping. Right over the top there. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we're gonna have the best dinner. Thanks for making chicken piccata with me. And now you know that your pasta water doesn't have to be as salty as the ocean, and it's still gonna be perfect.